Yes, students, we are starting with the numericals of Pascal's law and the pressure due to liquid column. The pressure due to a liquid column that is at a depth at below the free surface. Now, in all the numericals of exercise 4a which we are going to discuss now, which are the two basic formulas that we will be using? That is, the two basic formulas that we will be using are, first of all, what is the pressure at depth h below the free surface. Below the free surface, it is equal to h into rho into g. This is the formula which we will be using very frequently. That is h into rho into g, where h is the depth, rho is the density of the liquid, g is the acceleration due to gravity. And then we will be using the principle of hydraulic machine in most of our questions. What is the principle? F2 by F1 is equal to A2 by A1. What are F2 and F1? F2 is the bigger force that we get on bigger piston. F1 is the smaller force, A2 is the bigger area, A1 is the smaller area. जब भी हमें कोई क्वेश्चन दिया होगा जिसमें हाइड्रोलिक प्रिंसिपल यूज़ होता है, उसमें बिगर फोर्स हमेशा F2 है, स्मॉलर फोर्स F1 है, बिगर एरिया A2 है और स्मॉलर एरिया दैट इज़ A1. So these formulas we will be using in our questions. Now come to the first question. The first question is, a hammer exerts a force of 1.5 Newton on each of the two nails A and B. So there are two nails. There is a nail A and there is a nail that is B. According to the question, how much force has been exerted on both of them? 1.5 Newton. और यहाँ पर भी कितना force exert हुआ है? 1.5 Newton. The area of cross section of one nail, it is 2 millimeter square, and the area of cross section of the second nail is given to be 6 millimeter square. Now the question is, we have to find out the pressure on each nail in Pascal. Now pressure, we know what is the formula for pressure, very easy question. The only important thing here are the units. प्रेशर क्या होता है? इट इज़ ऑलवेज थ्रस्ट अपॉन एरिया. सो थ्रस्ट वी आर गिवन, एरिया वी गिवन, वी कैन फाइंड द प्रेशर. नाउ पास्कल इज व्हाट? वी नो दैट 1 पास्कल इट इज़ इक्वल टू 1 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर, इजंट इट? तो इसमें फोर्स न्यूटन में होना चाहिए और जो एरिया है वो मीटर स्क्वायर में होना चाहिए. दैट इज़ 1 पास्कल. हमने प्रेशर पास्कल में फाइंड आउट करना है. But here area is given in millimeter square. Therefore, our first step should be to convert millimeter into meter. We know that 1 millimeter, it is equal to 1 by 1000 meter. 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 1000 meter. So what will be 1 millimeter square? It will be 1 by 1000 meter का whole square. That is 10 raised to power minus 3. हम 1 by 1000 को 10 raised to power minus 3 भी लिख सकते हैं, उसका स्क्वायर जो आगे क्या बन जाता है? 10 raised to power minus 6 मीटर स्क्वायर, isn't it? So 1 millimeter square क्या हो गया? 10 raised to power minus 6 millimeter square. तो what will be 2 millimeter square? It will be 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6 meter square. What will be 6 millimeter square? It will be 6 into 10 raised to power minus 6, that is meter square. So millimeter square में अगर लिखा है तो उसको हम अगर हम 10 raised to power minus 6 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे तो वो बन जाएगा meter square. So we have converted millimeter into meter square. Now the first part, what is the pressure on the nail A? Pressure is, what is the force or thrust? It is 1.5 Newton. What is the area? 2 millimeter square, which is 2 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter square, and hence when you divide it, what will be the answer? Now how we are going to find the answer here? This is 10 raised to power minus 6. So पहले हम क्या करते हैं? 1.5 को अगर 2 से डिवाइड करें, what will be the answer? It will be 0.75. 10 raised to power minus 6 को न्यूमरेटर में ले जाओ, it will become 10 raised to power 6. meter, and this will become Newton per meter square, isn't it? So this is simplest way I have told you. पहले 1.5 को 2 से डिवाइड किया, 10 रेज टू पावर -6 को लेके गए. अब अगर हमने इसको प्रॉपर सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स में लिखना है, दैट इज़ द डेसिमल शुड बी आफ्टर 1 डिजिट. तो अगर हम डेसिमल को 1 डिजिट लेके जाएंगे तो यहाँ पर 10 से डिवाइड करना है और 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. इट विल बिकम 7.5 into 10 raised to power 5, and what is Newton per meter square? It is Pascal. Hence this is the pressure on the nail A. Similarly, we can find the pressure on the nail B also. Let us calculate in the same way we will be calculating. So on the nail A, what is the pressure on the nail B? It is again same, that is thrust upon area. The thrust is same 1.5 Newton. और एरिया क्या है 6 मिलीमीटर स्क्वायर. 6 मिलीमीटर स्क्वायर इट मीन्स 6 इंटू 10 रेज टू पावर -6 मीटर स्क्वायर. हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड द आंसर? पहले 1.5 को 6 से डिवाइड करो. व्हाट इज़ द आंसर? 0.25. 10 रेज टू पावर -6 को न्यूमरेटर में लेके गए, 10 रेज टू पावर 6 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर. दिस इज द आंसर वी आर गेटिंग. देन we have to take the decimal. is itna bhi likhoge that is correct, but it is better that we should write it in the proper way. So we will take the decimal to right hand side. जब हम decimal को right hand side पे कैसे आता है? जब हम 10 से multiply करेंगे. अगर 10 से multiply करेंगे तो 10 से divide भी करेंगे. So it will become 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 5. What is Newton per meter square? That is Pascal. So hence we have got the pressure on nail A and on the nail B in Pascal. Okay students, come to the second question. In the second question we are given there is a block of iron whose mass is 7.5 kg. This is not the weight. Weight is always mass into gravity. तो इसको हमने weight नहीं लेना है. This is only mass. Mass is given to be 7.5 kg. The dimensions of this box are 12, 8 and 7. It is kept on the table and the base of side 12 and 8 is with the table. तो टेबल के कॉन्टैक्ट में कौन सी साइड्स हैं ब्लॉक की? 12 सेंटीमीटर एंड 8 सेंटीमीटर, एंड दिस इज 10 सेंटीमीटर. You have to calculate the thrust and the pressure exerted on the table where 1 kgf is 10 Newton. So here what is the first thing we have to calculate? First thing we have to calculate is the thrust. Thrust is the force which act perpendicular. Now इसमें टेबल के ऊपर कौन सा थ्रस्ट लग रहा है? जब भी कोई सॉलिड होता है उसमें थ्रस्ट होता है द वेट ऑफ द बॉडी. वेट ऑफ द बॉडी इज द थ्रस्ट. सो हियर द थ्रस्ट दैट इज बीइंग exerted on the table is the weight of the block. Now what is the block? What is the weight? उसका मास हमें गिवन है 7.5 kg. वेट होता है मास इनटू ग्रेविटी. लेकिन यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन में हमें ग्रेविटी दी नहीं हुई है. समटाइम्स क्वेश्चन में ग्रेविटी होती है 9.8, समटाइम्स इट इज़ 10. अगर क्वेश्चन में ग्रेविटी गिवन नहीं है देन वी विल नॉट यूज़ इट. तो फिर हम इसका जो वेट है वो मास इनटू ग्रेविटी से फाइंड आउट नहीं करेंगे. हमें क्वेश्चन में दिया है दैट 1 kgf इज़ 10 न्यूटन. सो वी विल यूज़ दिस यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स. So if the mass of a body is 7.5 kg, then what is its weight in kgf? In kgf, its weight will be 7.5 kgf. अगर मैं 7.5 को मल्टीप्लाई करूँ ग्रेविटी से तो जो आंसर आएगा वो न्यूटन में होगा, isn't it? That will be a Newton. Why we are not multiplying it with gravity? Because it is not given in the question anywhere that you have to take gravity as 10 or 9.8. If it is not given, we will not take it. We will not use mass into gravity to find the weight. We are given kgf, तो हम weight को kgf में ही find करेंगे. अगर बॉडी का मास 7.5 kg है तो उसका वेट क्या होगा kgf में? डायरेक्ट 7.5 kgf, डायरेक्ट सेम थिंग, सेम वैल्यू इट विल बी, बट यूनिट विल बी kgf, isn't it? Now what is 1 kgf? Here it is written 1 kgf is 10 Newton. So 7.5 kgf will be this thing. When you multiply it is 75 Newton. Again I am repeating that you will not directly multiply the mass with 10 gravity. No, you have to do it according to what is asked given in the question. अगर क्वेश्चन में kgf लेके यूज़ करना है then you have to obtain it by using kgf. Mass of the block is 7.5 kg. So what will be its weight in kgf? 7.5 kgf. अब हम इसको न्यूटन में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. क्वेश्चन में गिवन है 1 kgf is 10 न्यूटन. So multiply by 10 we get the thrust in newtons. Second part is you have to find the pressure. Now we know that pressure is always, that is thrust upon area, isn't it? So thrust here is given to be 75 Newton. And what about area? Area वो है जो टेबल के साथ कॉन्टैक्ट में है. This is the area. So area is 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. Now we can write the answer in centimeter also. लेकिन अगर हमने प्रेशर को पास्कल में लिखना है then that is both the units should be in meter. So 12 centimeter, we know that 1 centimeter, let me write here, 1 centimeter is equal to how much? 1 by 100 meter, isn't it? So 12 centimeter क्या हुआ? 12 by 100 meter. So here I am writing area. Area will be 12 into 8. 12 को हमने कन्वर्ट किया मीटर में. Similarly 8 को भी कन्वर्ट करेंगे मीटर में and it will become meter square. So the answer will be 75. 12 into that is 8, that becomes 96. 10 raised to power minus 4 Newton per meter square becomes Pascal. So when you divide it, it is 0.78125 into 10 raised to the power 4 Pascal. इतना आंसर आएगा 75 को 96 से डिवाइड करने पे. Now if you multiply this whole with 10 raised to power 4, it will be 781.2.5 Pascal. So this is the total pressure. हम जो एरिया है उसको सेंटीमीटर में लिख सकते हैं. ऐसा कुछ क्वेश्चन में मेंशन नहीं है कि आपने इसको पास्कल में लिखना है, बट वी हैव कन्वर्टेड इट इनटू पास्कल. हाउ? 12 सेंटीमीटर को मीटर में कन्वर्ट किया, 8 सेंटीमीटर को मीटर में कन्वर्ट किया. What is 10 raised to power minus 2? That is 10 raised to power minus 4. 12 into 8, 96. 75 divided by 96 is this. Then when you take it, numerator becomes 10 raised to power 4. We have multiplied. So this is the answer. Yes, students, now come to the third question. It is given there is a vessel and it contains water up to a height of 1.5 meter. There is water in this vessel up to a height of 1.5 meter, isn't it? Next, it is given the density of this water is 10 raised to power 3 kg per meter cube. Density we will be studying very much clear in the, that is next chapter, flotation. Then we are given that acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 and the area of the base of the vessel, that is 100 centimeter square. You have to find out what is the pressure and what is the thrust at the base of the vessel. Pressure and the thrust. Now see here, pressure thrust upon area होता है, but जब हमारे पास एक कंटेनर में पानी है तो उस केस में हम प्रेशर कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं? How do we find the pressure at the base of the vessel? It is always given by H into rho into G. This is the way we find the pressure due to liquid column. We will not be calculating thrust upon area. It is H into rho into G, the pressure due to liquid column. अब इसमें ये जो liquid column है इसकी height क्या है? It is given to be 1.5 meter, already given height of the liquid column. उसके बाद आता है rho, that is density, वो हमें given है 10 raised to power 3 kg per meter cube. Then comes acceleration due to gravity, वो भी given है, it is 9.8 meter per second square. Now when we multiply all these things, what do we get? What is the answer we get on multiplying? It is 14.70 into 10 raised to power 3 and the unit is what? That is Pascal. The unit is what? It is Pascal. So when you want that is decimal to be after one digit, that means we have to shift it to the left. When we have to shift it to the left, we have to divide by 10 and multiply by 10. Divide करके हमारे पास इतना आ गया, multiply करके 10 raised to power 4 Pascal. This 0 has no significance. So hence this is the answer we are getting. Clear? Now comes the next part, that is we have to find out the thrust also. What is the thrust at the base of the vessel? So thrust के लिए we will have to use the pressure. अब हमें pressure पता है, isn't it? This much is the pressure. We have to find out the thrust. So B part is to find the thrust. Pressure is thrust upon area, so thrust will be pressure into area. So how much value of pressure we have got? It is 1.47 into 10 raised to the power 4 Pascal. And what is the area of the base of the vessel? It is given to be 100 centimeter square. Now see here, जो प्रेशर है वो पास्कल में है, दैट इज़ मीटर्स में, और एरिया जो है वो सेंटीमीटर में है. वी विल हैव टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू मीटर. 1 मीटर इज़ 100 सेंटीमीटर. तो इसको सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर को मीटर स्क्वायर में कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे? बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग इट विथ 10 raised to power -4. हाउ इज़ इट सो? इट इज़ वेरी ईजी. What is 1 centimeter? It is 1 by 100 meter. So what will be 1 centimeter square? It will be 1 by 100 meter का whole square. And what is 1 by 100 meter का whole square? 10 raised to power -2 meter का whole square, that is 10 raised to -4. This is the way. तो ये जो सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर है इसको मीटर स्क्वायर में हमने कैसे कन्वर्ट किया? इन प्लेस ऑफ सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर वी हैव रिटन 10 raised to power -4 meter square. Now when you multiply it, it comes out to be 147. And what will be the unit of thrust? It will be Newton. अगर हर एक चीज़ kg और मीटर में है तो thrust का यूनिट आएगा न्यूटन. अगर हर एक चीज़ ग्राम और सेंटीमीटर में है then its unit will be dyne. So here units are important and marks are cut if units are not written properly. Yes, students, come to question number that is 4. Here we are given a cylindrical vessel. The area of the base of this vessel is 300 centimeter square. It contains water. The density of water is given up to a depth of 6 centimeter. Isn't it? A vessel containing water up to a depth of 6 centimeter. The density of the water is 1000 kg per meter cube. ये density का unit है. Then you have to calculate the pressure and the thrust of water on the base. So whenever we have to find the pressure of water on the base, we always have to use the formula H into rho into G. This is the way we find the pressure due to liquid column. So we have to find the pressure at the base of the vessel. Its formula is H into rho into G. तो h क्या है? हाइट ऑफ द वाटर कॉलम. इसकी हाइट क्या है? 6 सेंटीमीटर. हमने प्रेशर को अगर पास्कल में लिखना है दैट मीन्स द हाइट शुड बी इन मीटर्स. सो 6 सेंटीमीटर मीन्स इट विल बी 6 by 100 मीटर. हाइट को हमने मीटर में लिखा. डेंसिटी इज गिवन टू बी 1000 kg पर मीटर क्यूब. ये ऑलरेडी मीटर क्यूब में और kg में है, नो नीड टू कन्वर्ट. एंड ग्रेविटी इज़ गिवन टू बी 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वेयर. सो ग्रेविटी जो है वो भी मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वेयर में है. सो हैंस व्हेन यू कैंसल दिस, व्हाट इज़ द आंसर यू आर गेटिंग? यू आर गेटिंग 600 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वेयर विच इज़ इक्वल टू 600 पास्कल. सो हैंस वी हैव गॉट द प्रेशर इन पास्कल. Next part comes, we have to calculate the thrust. This is the B part. We have to calculate thrust. What is thrust? It is pressure into area. Now what is the pressure? It is 600 Pascal we have got. And what is the area? हमने find out करना है जो सिलेंडर का बेस है उस पे कितना thrust है. So it will be the pressure exerted into the area of the base. Area is given to be 300 centimeter square. Now since pressure Pascal में है तो area meter square में होना चाहिए. Just now we have done how we can convert centimeter square to meter square by multiplying it with 10 raised to the power -4. The area will change into meter square. कुछ कन्वर्जन ही, सीधा इसको याद रख लो. सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर को मीटर स्क्वायर में कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे? बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग विथ 10 raised to power -4. सो व्हेन यू सॉल्व इट, what is the answer it comes out to be? It comes out to be 18 newtons. The power 4 zeros they cancel with 10 raised to power -4. So hence the answer left is. Here students, see the next question. It is written, calculate the height of water column which will exert on its base the same pressure as the 70 centimeter column of mercury. The density of mercury is 13.6 gram per cubic centimeter. The question is, हमारे पास दो vessels हैं, दोनों का you can say same area of cross section you can take maybe. एक वेज़ल में हमारे पास मरकुरी है और एक वेज़ल में हमारे पास वाटर है. द हाइट ऑफ मरकुरी कॉलम इन द वेज़ल इज़ 70 सेंटीमीटर. द क्वेश्चन इज़, अब ये जो मरकुरी वेज़ल में है इट विल एक्सर्ट सम प्रेशर ऑन इट्स बेस, इज़न्ट इट. द क्वेश्चन इज़ कि हम दूसरे वेज़ल में कितना पानी लें, उसके उस वाटर कॉलम की हाइट कितनी हो, सो दैट जो प्रेशर वाटर एक्सर्ट करेगा ऑन इट्स बेस दैट विल बी सेम एज द प्रेशर एक्सर्टेड बाय मरकुरी ऑन इट्स बेस. That is, we want that the pressure exerted on the base of both the vessels that should be same. So accordingly, what should be the height of the water column? So we write here, let h be the height of the water column. So what we have taken? We have taken h as the height of water column. According to the question, the pressure at the base of water, that is equal to the pressure, I am writing in a simple language, not by the bottom etc. The pressure at the base of mercury vessel, you can say. Now pressure by liquid column is always given by height into density into gravity. So what is the pressure at the base of water column? It will be the height, उसकी height हमने h suppose की है जितना water column है, into density of water. अब यहाँ पर हमें डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर गिवन नहीं है लेकिन हमें चाहिए. सो ये आपको दो चीज़ें याद रखनी पड़ेगी. दैट डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर केजी में कितनी होती है, 1000 kg पर मीटर क्यूब, और ग्राम क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर में कितनी होती है, दैट इज़ 1 ग्राम पर क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर. इज इट क्लियर? सो दीज वैल्यूज़ यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. इफ़ नॉट गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन देन यू कैन यूज़ इट योर सेल्फ. अब यहाँ पर हमें वाटर की डेंसिटी चाहिए क्योंकि ये फिक्स्ड है, इट विल नॉट चेंज, सो वी कैन रिमेंबर, इजंट इट? सो डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर, सिंस डेंसिटी ऑफ मरकुरी इज़ गिवन इन ग्राम पर क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर, तो यहाँ पर हम वाटर की डेंसिटी भी ग्राम पर क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर में लिखेंगे. 1 ग्राम पर क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर इंटू एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी. Clear? There is no need to write the value of gravity because it is not given in the question and it is different at different places. It does not have fixed, so we'll not write it. Then what is the pressure that is exerted by the mercury column? Mercury भी liquid है तो इसका pressure भी कैसे आएगा, h into rho into g. अब इसकी height क्या है, 70 centimeter. It is given in the question and its density is 13.6 gram per cubic centimeter. And what is acceleration due to gravity, g. So from here this g cancels, and from here what is the value of height coming? It is coming out to be 952 centimeter. Either you can write the answer in meter, or if you want you can write it in meters also by dividing it by 100. So this is the answer in meter. Here students, come to the next question. We are given the pressure of water on the ground floor is 40,000 Pascal and the pressure of water on the first floor is 10,000 Pascal. So we have to find out the height of the first floor. We are given the density of water, we are given the acceleration due to gravity. Suppose if I say, if you look at the figure, अगर हम कहें कि ये ground floor है तो ये क्या है, उसकी height, उसके ऊपर ये फर्स्ट फ्लोर है तो ये फर्स्ट फ्लोर की हाइट है. ठीक है. अब इसमें पानी है, जो ग्राउंड फ्लोर के ऊपर जो पानी का प्रेशर है वो टोटल जो जितना भी उसके ऊपर पानी है उसका प्रेशर है फर्स्ट फ्लोर का, प्लस ये टोटल पानी का प्रेशर वो ग्राउंड फ्लोर के ऊपर है, दैट इज़ 40,000 पास्कल. देन जो दैट इज़ फर्स्ट फ्लोर के ऊपर प्रेशर है दैट इज़ दिस वन 10,000 पास्कल. We have to find out what is the height of the ground floor. Now we know that the pressure due to liquid is always given by height into density into gravity. So if we take, let the height of the ground floor be h, then what will be this that is the pressure, the difference of this pressure, we write here, let h be the height of the ground floor, h be the height of the ground floor, isn't it? Then the difference of these two pressures, bigger pressure minus the smaller pressure, that is equal to this value. उनका difference ये pressure आएगा which is equal to height into the density of water into the acceleration due to gravity. Total minus 10,000, that is equal to this pressure, the pressure by this column, isn't it? Total पानी का column minus ये ऊपर वाले पानी का column, that gives us the pressure, we get the height. So hence we are getting that h is equal to, that is 3 meters. The answer comes in meters. When you solve it, cross subtraction and then dividing, you get this. So what is important, you have taken h as the height of the ground floor. तो जो ground floor है उसमें जितना, उसके ऊपर जितना pressure है, that is 40,000. So only for height h, that is obtained by finding the difference of the two pressures. Here students, come to the 7th question. It is written that there is a simple U-tube. Now this is the shape of a U-tube. It contains mercury to some level in both the arms. हमने equal level पे ले लिया, आप जैसे मर्जी ले लो. So this red color is denoting the mercury. Mercury in left arm and mercury in right arm. It is up to here. दोनों arms में है. Then water is poured to a height of 13.6 centimeter in one arm. इस arm में हमने क्या किया, वाटर पोर किया अप टू अ हाइट ऑफ 13.6 सेंटीमीटर. व्हाट विल हैपन, दैट इज़ इसके प्रेशर से जो राइट आर्म की मरकुरी है वो ऊपर को जाएगी. वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट हाउ मच विल बी द राइज इन द मरकुरी लेवल इन अदर आर्म. सो हाउ मच विल बी द राइज इन द लेवल ऑफ मरकुरी इन द अदर आर्म, दैट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट. And we are given the density of mercury and the density of water is already given. So we write here that let h be the rise in mercury level. H be h centimeter or h meter, let's see what unit it comes. H be the rise in the level in the mercury level in the next term. इसमें हम कौन सा law apply कर रहे हैं? We will be applying the Pascal's law. Now what is the Pascal's law? That is the pressure that is which is exerted by water on this mercury in the lower direction. That pressure is transmitted to the mercury in the right arm and it moves up. So जितने pressure से left arm की mercury नीचे को जाएगी, उसी pressure से right arm की mercury ऊपर को जाएगी, isn't it? So how we can write it? We can write this way. That is the pressure on mercury in left arm, it is equal to the pressure on mercury in the right arm. दोनों पे सेम प्रेशर होगा. एक आर्म में मरकुरी उस प्रेशर से नीचे को जाएगी, दूसरे आर्म में मरकुरी उसी प्रेशर से ऊपर जाएगी अकॉर्डिंग टू द पास्कल्स लॉ. And how do we find the pressure? It is always given by height into density into gravity. अब लेफ्ट आर्म में प्रेशर किसने अप्लाई किया है? वाटर ने. वाटर की हाइट क्या है? 13.6 सेंटीमीटर, जिसको हम मीटर्स में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं बाय डिवाइडिंग इट बाय 100. इनटू डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर. डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर इज 10⁻³ kg per meter cube. इनटू ग्रेविटी. ग्रेविटी इज़ नॉट गिवन, सो वी सिंपली राइट g. अब वही प्रेशर इस मरकुरी के ऊपर लगा है, इजंट इट? तो वो प्रेशर कैसे लेंगे हम? That is the height to which it rises, height h है. What is the density of mercury? 13.6 into 10⁻³ kg per meter cube into gravity. So when we solve it, what is the value of h that is coming? It is coming out to be 1/100 meter. So we can write 1/100 meter, or we can say that h is equal to 1 centimeter. That means the rise in the level of mercury will be 1 centimeter. What concept we have used? The pressure, equal pressure is transmitted in the next arm. Here students, see the next question. In a hydraulic machine, a force of 2 Newton is applied on the piston of area of cross section 10 centimeter square. what force is obtained on its piston of area of cross section 100 centimeter square. Now in these questions there is no need to draw any diagram, that is I have just drawn to make it clear. जब भी हाइड्रोलिक मशीन होती है हमारे पास दो तरह के सिलेंडर्स होते हैं, एक होता है स्मॉल सिलेंडर, एक है बिग सिलेंडर. जो स्मॉल सिलेंडर में जो फोर्स अप्लाई होता है दैट इज़ F1, स्मॉल फोर्स एंड स्मॉल एरिया. बिगर सिलेंडर में बिगर फोर्स एंड बिगर एरिया, दे आर F2 एंड A2. सो दैट वी हैव टू रिमेंबर. नाउ जो स्मॉल सिलेंडर है उस पर हम फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं और बिगर सिलेंडर में हमें फोर्स ऑब्टेन होता है. दिस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. So whenever the question comes on hydraulic machine, the first thing is you have to write down what is F1, what is F2, what is A1 and what is A2. Isn't it? Only this much you have to write. F1 क्या है? Smaller force जो हमने अप्लाई किया. अगर ये नहीं पता चल रहा कौन सा स्मॉलर ग्रेटर है, जो अप्लाई किया है दैट इज़ F1. 2 न्यूटन का फोर्स हमने यहाँ पर अप्लाई किया, ठीक है, ऑन a piston of area 10 centimeter square, the smaller area 10 centimeter square. Then जो फोर्स हमें यहाँ पर obtain हुआ है that is F2, वो हमने find out करना है on the piston of area 100 centimeter square. जो बड़ा area है that is A2. Simple, isn't it? Nothing much difficult. So here we have to find, and what is the principle here? You can write in the answer according to the principle of hydraulic machine. F2 by F1 it is equal to A2 by A1. F2 हमने find out करना है, A1 is 2 Newton, A2 is 100 centimeter square, A1 is 10. अब हमने इसको मीटर में क्यों नहीं कन्वर्ट किया? क्योंकि अगर हम इसको मीटर में कन्वर्ट भी कर देते हैं तो वो कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर है तो अगर हम इसको मीटर स्क्वायर में कन्वर्ट करते हैं बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग इट विद 10 raised to power -4, इट विल कैंसिल. सो देयर इज़ नो नीड टू कन्वर्ट इट. डायरेक्टली वी कैन फाइंड आउट F2 एंड इट कम्स आउट टू बी 20 न्यूटन्स. यूनिट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, दिस मच. सो वी ओनली हैव टू राइट F1, F2, A2, A1, A2 and then directly we are getting the answer. There is no need to that is make the diagram. The next question is what should be the area ratio of cross section of master cylinder and wheel cylinder. We have to find the ratio of area of master cylinder, ratio find out करनी है, to the ratio of area of cross section of wheel cylinder. This thing we have to calculate. Now we have done in hydraulic brakes, master cylinder is always the small cylinder on which the force is F1 and area is A1, and wheel cylinder is always the bigger cylinder on which the force obtained is F2 and its area is A2. This we have to remember. तो हमने किसका रेशो फाइंड आउट करना है? A1 is to A2. This ratio we have to calculate. Ratio of area of cross section of the master cylinder to the area of cross section of the wheel cylinder. According to the question, a force of 15 Newton is obtained at each of its brake shoe by exerting a force of 0.5 Newton on the pedal. So the smaller force is what? F1 जो कि 0.5 न्यूटन है जिसको हमने अप्लाई किया है. जो फोर्स हमें ऑब्टेन हुआ है दैट इज़ 50 न्यूटन, दैट इज़ द बिगर वन. देन व्हाट इज़ द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ हाइड्रोलिक मशीन? प्रिंसिपल ऑफ हाइड्रोलिक मशीन इज़ F2 by F1 is equal to A2 by A1. F2 is 15, F1 is 0.5, A2 by A1, and we are getting 30 by 1 is equal to A2 by A1. Simple. स्मॉलर फोर्स F1 होता है, स्मॉलर एरिया A1 होता है, बिगर फोर्स F2 है, बिगर एरिया A2 है. ये आ गया. लेकिन हमें यहाँ पर रेशो किसकी चाहिए? A1 is to A2 की. अगर A2 by A1 30 by 1 है तो A1 by A2 क्या हो गया? 1 is to 30. अगर क्वेश्चन रेशो में पूछा है तो आंसर भी हमने रेशो में ही लिखना है. सो हैंस द रेशो ऑफ एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ मास्टर सिलेंडर to the ratio to area of wheel cylinder, that is 1 is to 30, because master cylinder is the smaller one, wheel cylinder is the bigger one. Now in this case I will not be making any diagram because it is very much clear now. We are doing the questions on hydraulic machine जिसमें हमें सिर्फ 4 चीज़ें ही चाहिए. F1, F2, A1, A2. Now it is given the areas of pistons in the hydraulic machines are 5 centimeter square and 625 centimeter square. तो इनकी वैल्यू से हमें पता लग जाता है A1 क्या है 5 centimeter square and A2 is 625 centimeter square, isn't it? What force on the smaller piston will support a load of 1250 Newton on the larger piston? जो लार्जर पिस्टन के ऊपर फोर्स ऑब्टेन होता है या फिर लार्जर पिस्टन के ऊपर जो हमने लोड रखा है जिसको उठाना है, दैट इज़ ऑलवेज F2, द बिगर फोर्स, द बिगर लोड. It is given to us 1250 Newton. We have to find out what force we have to apply on the smaller piston. So F1 we have to calculate. So by the principle of hydraulic machine, I am writing in shortcut, you have to write properly, not like this. It is F2 by F1, the same formula we are using, A2 by A1. F2 is 1250, F1 is not given, let us write it as F1. A2 is 625, A1 is 5. So from here we are getting F1 is equal to 10 newtons. After dividing we are getting that F1 is equal to 10 newtons. उसके बाद लिखा है state any assumption which you make in your calculation. The assumption is that there is no friction and there is no leakage of water. जो हाइड्रोलिक मशीन्स होती हैं, isn't it, इस तरह की हाइड्रोलिक मशीन्स हैं where two cylinders are connected by connecting pipe R, isn't it? Now यहाँ पर दो pistons हैं, so अगर friction होगा then we will not be able to obtain the same pressure. Secondly, अगर लीकेज ऑफ वाटर होगा देन ऑल्सो वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू obtain द सेम प्रेशर. हाइड्रोलिक मशीन में जिस प्रेशर के साथ स्मॉलर पिस्टन को नीचे करते हैं उसी प्रेशर के साथ बड़ा पिस्टन ऊपर को जाता है. तो अगर फ्रिक्शन हो या लीकेज ऑफ वाटर हो देन द प्रेशर्स विल बी डिफरेंट. it will not move up with the same pressure. So this is the assumption we make while using this formula, that there is no friction and there is no leakage of water. Yes students, here we are given a bottle. We are given that the diameter of the neck and bottom of the bottle are 2 centimeter and 10 centimeter. ये bottle है, ये इसका neck है, ये इसका bottom है. जो bottom है उसका diameter है 10 centimeter. हमने इसको denote किया capital D के साथ. That is capital D, the diameter of the base is 10 centimeter. जो neck है उसका diameter है 2 centimeter. इसको हम denote कर देते हैं small d के साथ 2 centimeter. And this is the cork in the bottle. Then this bottle is completely filled with oil. It is completely filled with oil. If the cork in the neck is pressed with the force of 1.2 kgf, what force is exerted on the bottom of the vessel? तो अगर हमने इस cork के ऊपर force apply किया of that is 1.2 kgf, we have to find out के bottom पर कितना force apply होगा, isn't it? So here we will use what principle we'll be using, that is the next question we have been asked. The principle obviously we know, it is the Pascal's law, isn't it? Now here the concept that we use is the pressure that is exerted on the cork. जो pressure हमने cork पे exert किया है, the same pressure is exerted on the base, because Pascal's law में क्या है, when a pressure in a confined liquid, it is transmitted equally undiminished in all directions. जो pressure हम cork के ऊपर apply करेंगे वही pressure base पे होगा. Now what pressure has been applied on the cork? Pressure क्या होगा, cork एक solid है तो उसका pressure होगा thrust upon area. जो base है इसके ऊपर pressure, that is we can use the concept that is F2 by F1 is equal to A2 by A1. That is better. So F2 is the larger force which will be obtained on the base, F1 is the smaller force, A2 is the larger area, A1 is the smaller area. So F2 is the larger force जो हमें calculate करना है, F1 is the small force applied on small area, it is 1.2 kgf. A2 is the larger area. अब area कैसे find out करेंगे, ये circle है isn't it, area of the circle is given by pi r square. अगर डायमीटर 10 है तो रेडियस क्या होगा, इट विल बी 5. सो हैंस व्हाट विल बी द एरिया, इट इज़ पाई इंटू आर स्क्वेयर. सिमिलरली व्हाट इज़ द स्मॉल एरिया A1, अगर डायमीटर 2 है तो स्मॉल रेडियस क्या होगा 1. सो एरिया विल बी पाई इंटू 1 स्क्वेयर. सो फ्रॉम हियर व्हेन वी डू द क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन we get that F2 is equal to 30 kgf. Cross multiplication you get. We have got the diameter of the base, diameter of the neck, we got radius, and area is given by pi r square. So A2 is the larger area, A1 is the smaller area. Pressure exerted, we are not doing it separately, we are doing the principle of hydraulic machine or Pascal's law you can say. So F2 by F1 is equal to A2 by A1. The second part, which law principle you have used, the principle is the Pascal's law. The law is the Pascal's law, principle is the Pascal's law. Now we are not drawing any figure for this diagram, it will be very much clear from the statement only. We are given a force of 50 kgf is applied on the smaller piston on a hydraulic machine. Neglecting the friction, find the force exerted on larger piston if diameters of the pistons are 5 and 25. Hydraulic machine में हमें सिर्फ 4 चीज़ें चाहिए, F1, F2, A1, A2. So we need F1, we need F2, we need A1, we need A2. F1 is a smaller force जो apply करते हैं, it is given to be 50 kgf. जो force exert होता है larger piston पे, ये हमने find out करना है. Then we are given the diameter of the bigger piston. हमें area नहीं given, हमें diameter given है. We are given, let us denote the larger diameter by capital D, that is 25 centimeter. Let us denote the smaller diameter by small d, that is 5 centimeter. So if diameter is 25, what will be the radius? It is 12.5. What is the radius here? It is 2.5. तो हम area भी find out कर सकते हैं. Area will be pi into 2.5 because diameters are given, so we are finding the area in terms of the area of the circle. This is pi into 12.5. Now we know the formula, F2 by F1, it is equal to A2 by A1. Simply substitute, F2 we have to calculate, F1 is 50, A2 12.5 whole square into pi, and this is pi 2.5. So when you solve it, what is the value of F2 that is coming? It is coming out to be 1250. And what is the unit kgf? जो unit F1 का है वही unit F2 का होगा. Cancel pi in the numerator and denominator. Solve it, you get F2 as 1250 kgf. Here students, see the 13th question. There are two cylindrical vessels and they are fitted with piston A, piston B. The area of cross section of one piston A is 8 centimeter square. दूसरा piston बड़ा है, उसका area of cross section है 320. They are joined with a tube. They are completely filled with water. We keep a mass of 4 kg on piston A. एक बड़ा सारा suppose block रख दिया है जिसका mass है 4 kg on this piston A. Then we have to find out उस block का what is the pressure on the piston A, what is the pressure on the piston B, and what is the thrust on the piston B. All these things we have to calculate. The first part is we have to calculate what is the pressure on piston A. ये एक सॉलिड है, एक सॉलिड को हमने पिस्टन के ऊपर रखा है, सो इसका प्रेशर कैसे आएगा? प्रेशर विल बी गिवन बाय थ्रस्ट अपॉन एरिया. नाउ जो ब्लॉक है हमें सिर्फ उसका मास गिवन है, थ्रस्ट इज गिवन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेट. तो वेट होता है मास इनटू ग्रेविटी. ग्रेविटी इज़ नॉट गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, तो हम अपने आप ग्रेविटी नहीं एज्यूम करेंगे. तो जब ग्रेविटी क्वेश्चन में नहीं गिवन है, वी विल राइट द थ्रस्ट बाय यूजिंग द ग्रेविटेशनल यूनिट. So what will be the thrust? Thrust is the weight of that body and it is 4 kgf. तो हम उसको kgf में लिखेंगे. Area is given to be 8 centimeter square. We can keep it. In the question they have not asked to write the answer in Pascal or in this thing. तो हम इसको 8 ही रहने देते हैं. So hence the answer comes out to be 0.5. उसके units क्या होंगे? kgf per centimeter square. kgf per centimeter square. Similarly, what is the pressure? The second part, what is the pressure on the piston B? प्रेशर क्या होगा? जिस प्रेशर से हमने पिस्टन A को नीचे किया है उसी प्रेशर से पिस्टन B ऊपर जाता है, isn't it? So ये दोनों प्रेशर सेम है. So whatever is the pressure on piston A, same is the pressure on piston B. So it will also be 0.5 kgf per centimeter square. Third part, what is the thrust on the piston B? The thrust on the piston B. Thrust क्या होता है? It is pressure into area. Pressure क्या है piston B के ऊपर? It is 0.5 kgf per centimeter square. And what is the area of the piston B? 320 centimeter square. So when you multiply it, answer comes out to be 160 kgf. So the units are important and they must be written. One thing important again कि अगर हमें gravity नहीं given है तो हम अपने आप gravity को assume नहीं करेंगे. So thrust will be then written in gravitational unit. In place of 4 kg, the thrust will be 4 kgf. That is the way.